Ready to rock and roll, everybody? Playlist. I do make one every time. I try hard to keep a mix, a good genre mix for you. And I'll just give you cues on that. Usually what I have today is the first 7 songs are all just warm-up-y kind of songs for you. So welcome to everybody. Couple of new people, couple of people coming back, which is awesome. Just a reminder, as I said, the effort levels. And I'll try and cue you continuously just on what you should be feeling. I know it's a little bit tricky changing the gears to get exactly what you want at times, but we'll work on that. So everybody's been riding 3-ish out of 10. I still see some people getting on bikes there. We're gonna leave the parking lot now, just so you know, get those fans on. And we're going to move into the structured part of the warm-up. That's my cue to Tracy too before I start sweating profusely. So, structured part of the warm-up, I want you to bring the gear up while you're at 100 cadence. So, bring it up a little bit first. Crisp cadence, I'm actually, oh, look at me go. I'm right at 101. All right, if you're following my legs as a cue, I will try and not get too excited, keep right on it. So 100 cadence, and you're bringing your gear up, so you're somewhere around 5 out of 10. So this is easy, still, feeling the legs for the next 7-8 minutes. And we're starting at a higher cadence. What we're gonna do is drop it down within every 2 minutes. So make sure you're in that range right now, 5 out of 10. We're doing a big climb coming up, so I want you guys well warmed up, activating all your muscle groups. And we'll stay like this for 1 more minute before we drop our cadence, which will mean we'll bring up a gear. Perhaps if you're on a regular bike, you may not be able to bring it up a gear at that point. You might wait for the next stage, just while we're doing this, okay? So you're not over-geared in the beginning. While you're at this easy level, let's just kind of go top to bottom, relax in the face, take a deep breath, in, out, and shake the, I always like to do a little shake. Give yourself a reminder that you've got relaxed elbows, tap the fingers, light hands, and we're all in here, solid on the bike. From 100 cadence, which I'm still at, that's, what is it, 25 pedal strokes counting one leg every 15 seconds. And we're gonna drop that to 9-0. 90 cadence. Obviously drops the effort down a little bit. So slow it down 10 RPM. 2 whole pedal strokes every quarter of a minute. For those of you who have wattage recordings, your wattage is gonna decrease a little bit. I want you to bring the gear up. Unless you're in a really weird gear ratio, you should be able to bring it up 1 gear. I won't say weird. Spread out gear ratio. 90 cadence. Back to that 5 out of 10. Remember, we're just in a structured warm-up. We're gonna do this 2 more times. As we keep dropping the cadence, you just feel that increasing recruitment, big butt muscles coming in that no one can see because we're sitting looking at everyone's faces. Already established that. 1 more minute like this. Just get into that rhythm. Feel how the legs are for the day. We're gonna do a 19-minute climb after this warm-up. So something that is kind of hard to do right now with the weather here. Had a beautiful picture from Joan in Spain though. She's stuck inside in Girona, but weather looks pretty fine. Okay, we're gonna drop the cadence again. 8-0. So we're bringing it down to 20 pedal strokes every 15 seconds. Dropping it now by 10 RPM. Let yourself get adjusted. And this is what I call a crisp climbing cadence. And this is where we're going to be doing a lot of our climb coming up. Bring that gear up. Bring the effort level back a little bit. Effort level, wattage, however you want to think of it. We're still around 5 out of 10. We're not going super hard. You can put sentences together. You feel like you're just early on a group ride. You can breathe pretty comfortably. Good, we're gonna do another drop though. Same thing, remember when we're doing these lower cadences, there's a lot more muscle recruitment. You don't feel the same cardiovascular kind of animation, I guess. You wanna say that? All right, 80 cadence-ish. You got that gear. We're dropping one more time. All right, bring it down to 70 cadence. So now we're under 20 pedal strokes every 15 seconds. Definitely more into a strength cadence. Bring that gear in. For this one, as it's the last drop, if you need to click a gear up and it feels a bit much, don't worry about that because we're going to increase our gear from here anyway, just to really make sure we get the engagement. All right? Good job, guys. 70-ish. Let the ankles move, feeling what you want to feel on the big climb. Nice and relaxed. And as I said, we're going to bring the gear up, meaning we're going to bring the effort up, and we're holding the cadence. Just so you get a little dab into where your muscles are going to be engaged when we do the climb. All right, so click one gear up, holding the cadence, or bring the effort up to between 6 and 7 out of 10. Pulling through on the bottom of the pedal stroke. Don't collapse in the middle as you start to bring the gear in. We're going to do one more little blip here. Holding on to that 70-ish cadence. Just starting to feel everything come in to the muscles as we bring more gear. All right, one more gear. If you can, we just want to touch between 7 and 8 out of 10. Feel what it feels like at 70 cadence. 2, 1, up, up. Nice and strong in here. If you look down at your knees, they're tracking forward, not collapsing. Good job, guys. A little bit more. We don't want too much lactic acid. Just enough to prime us so the body knows what you're going to do next. It's ready to rock. All right, a little bit more. 10 seconds. Hold on to it. 5, 3, 2, and let the gear go. Back it off if you're on a trainer. Click it down if you're on your bike. And get some nice movement in the legs again. Bring the cadence up in an easy gear. Good. Easy gear, hitting between 90 and 100. Those of you who've been working on your leg speed, I call this preferred cadence, 90 to 100. It's really the optimal range for the majority of riders on a flat road. A lot of things like, a good kind of piece of trivia on that one is things like the hour record set around 94, 95 cadence average. So it just gives you an idea. You might find you're lower, a little bit higher, but we're just trying to develop that capability. You're in an easy gear now. The effort, back to around 3, 4 out of 10. We're going to do a quick little cadence round. So settle into this, feeling comfortable at your preferred cadence. And we're gonna do 2 minutes. I'm just gonna cue you up, and you're gonna keep trying to bring it up approximately 5 RPM until we hit just the top end where you're really turning it over at close to your maximum capability. All right, we're starting from our preferred cadence. 2 minutes to go. So settle in right here, last little bit. Just enough gear that you can control it. And up, up. First lift. Sorry, I was already getting close to 100 there. Good. Settle in. Relaxed upper body. Don't underestimate how much a quiet upper body helps your leg speed. Helps you get there. Up, up. Creeping in. Around 100 now. Tiny little increments. Almost at 45 seconds. Over 100. 100, 105. Nice. It's still well within everybody's comfortable range, I'm going to say. The next one, we're a minute into it. Up, up. Starting to get to 110. 110. Doesn't have a 0 in there. 110. Up, up. "45 seconds to go." Keep winding it up now. Whatever your rate, whatever you're capable of. Up, up. Last little bit. 30 seconds. And up, up. You start to bounce. Try and settle in at the point before you're bouncing on the saddle. Good job. Last 15 seconds. Quick feet. Come on. Turn it over. Come on. Fast legs. In 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Good job. Back it off. One more really quick one. From 3 again. Just a minute this time. Bring it back to your preferred cadence. As close to 100 as you can. And we're going in 3, 2, and 1. Up, up. 105-ish right away. Just keep winding it up this time. My up, up is just a reminder. Up, up. Come on. Speed drills, we love them. Almost at 30 seconds. Up, up. Keep it going. Quiet in the upper body. We've got something we're trying to hold steady on our head. And up, up. 20 to go. Come on, guys, you're looking awesome. Stay with it. 15 to go. Come on, top speed now. Whatever that is. 115, 120. A little bit more. 3, 2, and let it go. Just a reminder to everyone, these drills are just part of cleaning up the pedal stroke, reminding your body that activation, and learning a little bit more revolutions per minute. Rarely do we start biking and have that naturally. All right, so we're doing a 19-minute hill, as promised. We're doing it at a level predominantly for the first part, so the majority of the effort part. We're doing it at around that 7 out of 10 or 75%. For those of you that need a physical cue, even think about riding up a hill for an hour where you feel your limit pretty much all the way, steady state, and that's the feeling I want you to have. We're riding at a crisp climbing cadence, but we're making some changes. So the first 5 minutes at that 7 out of 10, and we're gonna start at that 80 cadence. Halfway through, I'm gonna cue you to drop it. Sorry, increase your cadence, which means dropping your gear a little bit. So I'm gonna bring you up to a comfortable cadence of around 90. So envision we're on this hill for 5 minutes, and it's a shallow grade. You can turn it over pretty nicely. Maybe you came in on a 4%, and then it mellows out for a bit. So we're gonna do that. Your recoveries are very short. They're 1 minute each time. On the board, don't be confused, there is recovery. You're doing 1 minute at 60% if you can bring it down to that group ride pace in between each effort. So it's 5, 1 easy. 4, 1 easy. 3, 1 easy. You know I can't high five, right? Or hang loose. Broken fingers. 2, 1 easy, and then 1 final minute. Okay? I will cue you on the cadence, but suffice it to say, it's all around 8-0. You're not going too far wrong if you're at that. I will increase the cadence in the second half of the 5 minute. I will decrease the cadence in the second half of the 4 minute. The effort, if you're feeling it and you're recovering, the last couple of efforts at the top of the hill, I'm gonna want you to bring it up a little bit to be more at that 8 out of 10. Challenge yourself with that, okay? This is the main set, so don't worry too much about what's coming after. There is a pace line. We can hide in the pace line a little bit, other than I'm looking at you. Okay, so everybody's settled, everybody ready? Playlist. I'm starting on this after a Queen song, which is the break song. We're starting on song 9. And yeah, it's white lines, something like that. And then it'll pretty much run through, unless it's something you hate, and just go press forward. All right, 25 seconds. We're ready? Have a drink. This is a long piece. So it's a good, hard drive up Cypress if you're in Vancouver. Callahan if you're at Whistler. 80 cadence now to start. Bring that gear up to your 7 out of 10, 75%. In 2, 1, up. Here we go, 5 minutes from now. 80 cadence, 20 pedal strokes every 15 seconds. Get used to the feeling. This is actually really a useful cadence when you're learning how you can maximize on a hill. It's a useful cadence because when you start to drop below 80, you are getting into sort of a strength push, and you might just be compromising your overall effort if you're pushing a really big gear, and that's not your happy place. All right, guys. You're gonna be at a minute really soon here. Strong through the feet, relaxed upper body. Holding on to that 80 cadence, about a 4% grade. I think we have Veronica in there today. She's near Lake Garda, for those of you who've been in that region of Italy. It's amazing. Lots of hills there. You want to go and get one of these in. You've done 90 seconds already. Really good, guys. Just hang out here. Remember, this is an hour powerish kind of climb. Good job. Nice engagement of the core. Relax. Good job. That's 2 minutes already. 2 minutes. Hold it right here. 20 seconds. We're going to click it into one gear easier. Those of you on your bikes with big spacings, go with the gear. If it's over 90 cadence, that's all right. Smart trainers, tell them you're riding at 90 cadence now. In 2, 1, up, up. Different feeling. Holding on to that same effort level. It's not ballistically high, but it's uncomfortable. Two more minutes here. Awesome job, guys. Looking really good. Keep the chest open. Get the shoulders down. Eyes up. Got you, Ted. Good job, guys. Less than 90 seconds now. Come on, strong through the feet. This is the longest piece. Really good, you guys. Awesome. Holding on to that. 7 out of 10. It's just annoying. It's just hard enough that it's annoying. 60 seconds. Stay with it, guys. That sweet little switchback is up ahead. We're gonna grab that, drink it up. All right, guys, 30 seconds. Come on. Hold on to this. Oh, nicely done. Hit those shoulders down. We all get excited. Seeing the switchback. Start going like this. All right, 10. On right into it. Don't waste a pedal stroke. 2, 1. Back it up. 60 seconds. Use as much cadence as you can to get to that number. 90 plus. 6 out of 10. Can drop it back a little bit at first. Recover, recover. As soon as you can, get a drink in. It'll make you feel better. These long pieces, way harder on your brain than actually physically. We want to get to the last couple of pieces at the top, right? Next one. The switchback, starting about the same grade. Drop the cadence down, 8-0. 4 minutes long. Bring the gear up in 2, 1. 4-minute piece. This one starts out the same grade and then a little steeper. Good job, guys. Find that gear. 7 out of 10 feeling again. Comfortably uncomfortable. The comfortably is your part you've got to commit to in your head because it's mostly just uncomfortable. But it's not so uncomfortable you can't do it for an hour. Good job. Right here. Stay with me now. Almost at a minute. And let those ankles work. Pulling through on the bottom of the pedal stroke. Big muscles engaged. Just gonna get more engaged when we drop the cadence and we're on a little steeper pitch. Oh guys, nicely done. Long sections, might want to change around your hand position. Think of that when you're climbing for real outside. Gives you another little kind of break. All right, we're changing our cadence in 30 seconds. Almost halfway through. Awesome job, guys. And halfway through the effort pretty soon. All right, a little steeper. Coming up. We're gonna drop the cadence, bring the gear up, click the gear up 1. Those of you on a bike, in 2, 1, up, up. We want the same effort level. We're not punching it. We're not increasing here. We're staying within ourselves. One. Push, pull now. On this part, if you feel the need to stand, move around, by all means do. Don't blow yourself up. But this might be a time you take a few pedal strokes standing, give yourself a change up. But your style, you do what you like. Hold on to that effort level though. Don't punch it up. Really good, you guys. If you're a heavy breather, maybe use that. Help you get up the hill. 60 seconds. 60 seconds before that switchback. This might be a steepness of 7, 8%. Bottom of Seymour in Vancouver. Getting into the Cheakamus Canyon on Whistler Road, Whistler Highway. Steep pitch near the end of Callahan. Stay with it now. That switchback is just ahead. Riding up and over into it. 15 seconds. Don't waste any of it. It's getting a little harder after this break-ish. In 5, 3, 2, and back the gear off. Get to a really good flushing cadence. Sliding space if you want to use it, where you actually soft pedal for 10, 12, 15 seconds. Recover, recover. Trying to keep it 5 to 6 out of 10, 60% number. It's an extra stress in your recovery, making it more of a consistent 19-minute effort at around your hour power, but now we're gonna start to bring it up, okay? 80 cadence, I want you closer to 8 out of 10. These last 3 are harder effort, so a little bit more on your watt side, still under your 85%. 80 cadence, bring it down right now. 3 minutes long, in 2, 1, and we're on it. This is where you gotta pay attention now. Who knew? You started out in that wave of 50 people, and everyone's still here. Good, settle in. Harder this time. A little bit more elevated in the cardiovascular side, as well as a little bit more push against the pedals. Stay at this crisp climbing cadence. It's still around 4, maybe 5%, but we're going faster. Brian's a little antsy at the front. Doug, Karen, train every day for this. Kira's just going with it because that's what she does. 1 minute done. Stay right here, guys. Steady, steady. Good job. You're feeling it. You're halfway on this 3-minute piece. Great job. Come on. Hold on to it. Now you can feel the lactic acid is building faster, definitely than you want it to. Some of you are good, still at clearing at this point. Stay focused. Come on guys, make it happen. 1 more minute. Less than 1 minute. And start using those visuals. Get you through it. This is where you rode hard all this way. Now we're focused on that 2-minute piece after the next break. And then 1 minute to the top. Stay right here or you won't get a chance at it. Come on guys. Almost at 10 seconds to go. We're gonna ride right into that switchback again. Grab all we can, because then it's gonna get a bit harder. 3, 2, back off the gear. Come on, 1 minute. Awesome progression. Everyone's there. Sliding space into your 50 to 60%. You guys have heard me say that before. You're strategically giving yourself some soft pedaling, going back through the group. There's 50 of us, got a little bit of room because you were riding near the front. Make sure you don't drop it too much. Want to be in a good position coming out. 2 minutes. Those of you who know your 85% number, that's what we're aiming for. Those of you who don't, 8 out of 10 is hard to hang on to. You're gonna do 2 minutes there, 1 minute off, 1 minute hard over the crest. All right, 80 cadence again. Bring that gear in. 2 minutes, and 2, 1. Here we go, come on. Focus now. Come on, this is where a couple of people are really pushing the pace. Gainer and Mike. It's probably Gainer, but Mike's going with it. Come on, Fiona. Almost at 30 seconds. 20 pedal strokes every 15 seconds. If you don't have a cadence meter. Come on, Sandra. Eye of the tiger now. Come on. Stay with me. Stay with me. This is a little bit more battle of the will than anything. Everyone can go hard-ish. Now we're going hard. 60 seconds. Come on. Looking good, Janet. Hey, Kim, this is where those runners know the feeling of hurting near the top. Okay, stay right here. Almost at 30 to go. Really close to the top now. This is our last couple of minutes coming up. Come on. Don't let go before the switchback though. Need to be there for the last minute. Come on, guys. This is not a smile. I want to see your hurty face. And 5, 3, 2, get that 1 minute. Come on. Sliding space. Just a little bit though. Not too much. Bring it back. Okay, everybody, have a little look around at everyone who looks like they're struggling. Who looks like they're struggling, but they're just good actors, actresses. 30 seconds. Bring it up to 5 or 6 out of 10 if you're not there. One last minute. Gonna start at 80-ish cadence. I'm gonna cue you up over the crest. 80 cadence. Bring it down now. You got less than 10 seconds. Bring up the gear. Your last minute to the top. And Kate's jumping in an attack. Come on, guys. 60 seconds. Come on now. 85 plus. 8 to 9 out of 10. This is for the top. Hanging on to your group. Maybe establishing a group. 30 seconds. Come on, guys. Up, up. Right over the top. Come on. Make it happen. Come on, you got it. Bite-sized pieces. 10. 5. 3, 2, and on the downhill. Whew. Good one. Recover, recover. Has a big long piece, but a good amount of work. Way to go, everyone. So that was a steadier progression than we sometimes do, but there was enough change in it that you're stressing your systems. And remember, that's part of what this whole training improvement thing is. The word stress in this context is not like the kind of stress a lot of us are feeling from work or kids or whatever else. It's actually a good stress. It's a stimulus. And as long as you take your downtime, your recovery, you let it do its work, it'll come back in a big reward as you develop these systems. I was actually looking at some old data from some of my testing days. We used to test, I was talking to an SFU professor the other day that I was at university with when a lot of the training stress score concepts were first being developed. Yes, Ted, that's a long time ago. But the principles are still there. And it was interesting looking at what we would do. They would also be constantly taking blood samples. And what that shows is where the actual lactate levels and where you're actually starting to build that stuff I keep talking about, lactic acid. And they can actually measure it in your blood. And it'll say, okay, at this point, she's at this zone, right? And we need to work around that. So it's much more specific than what we try and do with everybody, but it's following the same basic principles and you learning about where those feelings are. Because there's no question. We've seen you all test or a bunch of you test hundreds of times. And the physical responses to us happening, they vary a bit, but it's basically all there. You can see when someone's getting to that point and it's indicative of where the lactic acid is building, where you're struggling to hold it. The other component, though, that is hard in the physical, just the perceived effort test, is some people aren't used to the feeling. So we also get used to the feeling and get used to the that's okay kind of concept. So we can talk more about that another time, but suffice it to say, someone who's trained like this a long time is going to understand that they can push through some things a little bit better than someone who's completely new to it. We are going to do a pace line, which challenges this again. And what we're doing, we're going to go in 1 minute and 15 seconds. And what we're doing here is we're going to start out, I'm only describing off and on. And off being when you're sitting on wheels, and on being when you're on the front. You're going to start out 60 seconds, you're going to be off. That's at your 6 out of 10, 60%. For 1 minute, after that, 60 seconds, you're going to be on. And I'd like you to try and make that 8 out of 10. Okay, or 8, just under your 85%. We're going to do that twice through. Then we're going to take a little shorter pull, 60 off, 45 on. Then the last couple of pulls are 60 off, 30 on. And then there's a 30-30 just at the finish to bring it up. So I'll cue you on that. But mainly, the important things are preferred cadence, 90 to 100. You play with what you're efficient at generating. Let's start finding that right now. We're going into our first 60 seconds in just over 10. And I want you at a 6 out of 10 again. So this is your off. Then you're going to bring it up to be on, 8 out of 10. We're going now for our first sitting on piece. Okay, so bring it back up to that 6 out of 10 if you're not already there. Your 60% number. Get yourself into a comfortable rhythm, 90 to 100 cadence. If you want to use more cadence for your on to bring the effort up, you're welcome to do so. I just want your perceived effort to go up to 8 out of 10 on my cue, or just under your 85%. We're still sitting on wheels. We're relaxed. We're getting ready to pull through. Remember, this is 60 seconds on now. Coming in 5, rolling through to the front, cadence or gear. Up, 8 out of 10. Come on, guys, 60 seconds. Settle into it. Nice. 30 seconds done. Controlling that speed at the front of the group. Eyes up. Looking down the road. Or trail. 20 to go. Come on, guys. Signal and off. Cadence or gear, 6 out of 10, 60 seconds. Recover, recover. If you're back on the playlist after a little intermission song by Bob Seger, I had some faster stuff. A little bit of Prince on there. Juliette Lewis. Black Sabbath. 20 seconds. You're sitting on. Relax the shoulders. We're going to take another pull. Coming up here for 60 seconds. Getting ready to roll through. Your choice of cadence. Bringing it back up. 8 out of 10. 60 seconds. 2, 1. How about? Up, up. Get into this rhythm at the front. You're not trying to crack anyone or yourself. Good job, guys. 30 seconds to go like this. Come on. That little effort monitor just pegged right on that 8 out of 10. Come on, guys. Less than 10. 3, 2, back off the effort, getting on the wheels. 6 out of 10. Cadence or gear. Meaning, if you did all cadence to bring that effort up, drop your cadence. Using gear as well, back it off a little bit. I prefer these efforts in the the off, to be a little higher cadence so you can be in an easier gear, getting your legs back. Okay, this next one, 45 seconds. Same thing, a little bit harder if you can manage. 8 out of 10, plus a bit. Gear or cadence. Bring it up in 2, 1, up, up. Come on, a little shorter this time. Back into the rhythm. You're leading down the road, 30 seconds. Come on, guys. Awesome job, everyone. Little shorter pull. This is 15 more seconds. Come on. Almost ready to signal. 3, 2, signal, 60%. Get it? Recover, recover. Remember, first 10 seconds or so after you come off the front tend to feel harder. The time on the front sometimes, you're expecting it to instantly feel like relief, but it doesn't. Getting a hold of that lactic acid again, because you keep bumping it up. Okay, same thing. Trying to push it. A little bit over our 8 out of 10 if you can, but only if you can come back to this. 6 out of 10. Group speed. That's important for right now. Going again. 2, 1, up, up. 45 seconds. Come on, guys, commit to it. Got up and over that hill with everyone. This is a big blast down the freeway to the finish. Come on, guys, rhythm. Focus. 30 seconds, less than. Come on, you're driving this locomotive. Imagine you're that fired up engine. 2, 1. Back it off. 1 minute. Right back. Recover. Recover. This is our little breakaway. If you don't have one of the last couple songs on, song 15, 16, Prince, Smash and Grab, find something that has a little bit of oomph behind it for you right now. Going in 15 seconds. This time, your turn is 30. Okay? Just the last one is short, with a short recovery. Okay, we got a small breakaway here. I don't know who's here. I know how to look at your faces and see. 2, 1, up, up. Come on. 30 seconds. 10's there. No question. Lottie. Come on, guys, get fierce. 85 if you can make it in these ones. 10. Almost there, come on. 3, 2, and 60%. Don't let it go, don't let it go. 1 minute. Come on, the energy's super high. Quick reminder, shoulders down. Steve, shoulders down. Good. Okay. 30 seconds. This time, you're going 30 on the front, 30 sitting on, 30 to the finish. Okay? Short and fast at the end here. When you're on the front, the on, 85%. 8 to 9. 3, 2, 1. Come on, up, up, up. In control. We're driving that 90 seconds to the finish line now. Come on, guys. Halfway. Come on, guys. Dig, 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 dig. 5. Signal off. Tiny little break. Recover. Recover. All right. Everyone wants the front now. Or second from the front. Third from the front. Going in 15 seconds. 30 seconds to the line. Nothing to hide now. Get it all out there. Bring the gear up. On the drops if you want. 2, 1. Come on. For the line. Push, push, push. Come on, Gloria. Derek. Up, up, up. Halfway. Come on, guys. Come on, you got this. Cross the finish line. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Cover, recover. Two out of 10. 1 out of 10. Wherever you want to be. Just for a little bit, bring it down. Again, interesting to think how long it takes you to come down. This is just over 30 seconds already. Think about how you feel. Heart rates come down. Anxiety level, there's no anxiety. Really good, you guys. So, I just want you to soft pedal here, at least another 5 minutes. Some of you guys that are spending more time on the bike today, you could just do a nice little bit of endurance work now, just playing around with cadences a little bit longer. For the rest of us, anyone who's getting off, needs that coffee badly, just remember, all of our workouts do go up on our TaG Cycling YouTube channel. And please, if you go there, subscribe, because that helps us to get a few more benefits on YouTube and helps us to do more things. And so be awesome if you could help us like that. Hopefully we'll be riding Outside again soon. Doesn't matter today to me. That's a wrap.